This is Blake Zuniga alongside Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi, and we're excited for some 2K hoops.
And now, here are your starting lineups as we get ready for the tip-off just moments away.
Guys, you have to admire the way these two teams play. They're all about ball movement.
I mean, you look at the stat sheet, look at the assist numbers these teams put up. There's not too much hero ball going on. They're unselfish.
Yeah, both sides are focused on working the ball around and generating the best shot possible. It's fun to watch.
Now here's Hahn. And the dunk by Hahn Shu.
Don't underestimate Charles's playmaking ability. She's capable of making some advanced passes.
Left side, Diggins Smith. Ogumake. Outside for Diggins Smith. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
And for the Connecticut Sun, their first year in the W was in 1999. They're still searching for that first title.
Connecticut has been so close, falling in the finals 4 times. A couple of those losses in heartbreaking fashion. Sun fans are very hungry for that banner.
Count it. Good.
Excellent vision from Diggins Smith. She's a player that truly makes those around her better.
Charles, from down in the low post, it goes.
Hard to stop, guys. She poses a ton of matchup problems for any opponent.
Outside, Diggins Smith. And here's NECA from the arc. It's good. The assist that time from Skylar Diggins Smith.
So effective from beyond the arc. Ogumake relishes any chance she gets to pull the trigger.
On. Pass to Ball Queen. And she jams it in with authority.
Wow, ferocious.
That was ferocious. Wow.
Oh, man, ferocious doesn't even begin to describe that. You could say electric, exciting. I mean, there's a million different words that come to mind. But let's just say this. That's how you finish strong and wear that rim out.
In terms of size, she's not your typical center, but she plays as big as any of them thanks to her leaping ability.
And the dunk by Hahn Shu.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hand.
One of my favorite moves right there, guys.
And she does it as well as anyone. Just tremendous skill in the air.
And Mrs. Incredible picks up the foul. That is her first foul of the game.
Sheldon outside.
Pass to Charles. Harris with it for 3. The tray. And that's good. Tina Charles for 3.
Love the assertiveness on the catch and shoot. If Charles gets a look she likes, she doesn't hesitate.
Here's Mrs. Incredible. Outside for Diggins Smith. Good on the 3-point shot.
She might not be the top sharpshooter in this league, but that's not a shot that D can afford to give to her.
Over to the wing. Here's Ball Queen.
That one's good, and it's J.C. Sheldon with the dime.
Very high quality shot. Can't get enough of those.
Seattle trailing here. Now here's Mrs. Incredible. Pass to Diggins Smith. Shoots. Again, Seattle.
That is some dime dropping. Exquisite assist.
First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. And Harris gets it to go.
Good password. The assist was right on target.
Here's Mrs. Incredible. And that's not going to go. Offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. The Sun on top, up by 7. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And now the second quarter just getting set to begin. And guys, what's your take on the Sun so far?
The ball movement from them in the first half, absolutely terrific.
Very timely passing from them, and that's fun to watch.
Pass to Magbagor. Ogumake outside. Here's Mrs. Incredible. Off target from outside. The Sun leading. Here's Sheldon. And she can't extend the lead to double digits. And that's off the glass and in.
Nice awareness there by Magbagor, finding her open teammate for the bucket.
And so here's Connecticut. Harris, guarded by Diggins Smith. Offensive rebound. It's stolen by Ogumake. Guarded by Charles. Buries it down low.
Obviously, easier said than done, but what's the key in winning a title?
Well, straight up, you need a first-team all-WNBA level player. Basically, every title team has had, at minimum, a top 5 talent.
And it has to be about more than her. You need key role players and multiple defensive stoppers as well.
Now here is Ogumake. Here's Magbagor.
On grabs the miss.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy, because 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup.
Sheldon outside.
Launches a 3. Neko Ogumake with the rebound. It's stolen by Ball Queen. It's stolen by Ogumake. And here they go. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it.
Pass to Sheldon.
Charles.
Back to Sheldon.
Three-pointer. Knocks down the 3-ball.
There's no excuse for leaving a shooter like her open beyond the arc. None.
It's good, as 5 others before it were. She's now shooting 6 for 7.
With a selfless approach to the game, Diggins Smith takes pride in her ability to create for others.
She's been able to find her open teammate every trip down the floor.
I mean, it sure has seemed like it, right? I mean, great day passing the rock for her.
Ball Queen with the miss. And it's the Storm with the ball. 8-point game. Pass to Mrs. Incredible. Yes, and it's Skylar Diggins-Smith with the assist that time. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Here's Hahn. Harris with it. Shoots over Diggins-Smith, and Harris gets it to go.
Great pass by Hanshu. With her height, Hahn has an unobstructed view of the floor.
On the wing, Neko Ogumake. Here's Mrs. Incredible, and the shot goes down. Skylar Diggins-Smith with the steal. Here's Mrs. Incredible. Oh, and she just knocked down the buzzer beater. Wow!
A huge 3 to chop down the lead as we go into halftime. It's still anyone's ball game.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Sun ahead, up by 2. And we'll return shortly.
Please direct your attention to center court. Drumline. They're thinking about the shot. Nice play. One more time. Around the glass.
And it's been a back-and-forth game with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter getting started here. And the Storm with possession. Trailing by 2. Left side, Diggins-Smith. To the inside. Here's McGregor. The shot goes down, and it gets this game back to even.
I like how McGregor picks her spots on offense, knows when to look to score inside.
And Connecticut has possession. And so it looks like the Sun will retain possession here.
You're always taking a chance on those long passes. They're lucky the D couldn't come up with it.
And so here's Connecticut. Here's ball queen. So she gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots next.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Connecticut.
No good on that one.
Rachel Holmes. 2 shots.
And the second free throw, good.
Not an A-plus trip to the line, but she did get them the lead.
To the left wing. Back to McGregor. Stolen by Harris. Now here's ball queen. Defended by Mrs. Incredible.
The only tough part of that basket was establishing position inside. The rest was easy.
Left side, Diggins-Smith. That shot off. Honshu with some nice defense. Inside. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Storm.
The ball goes to Seattle.
Outside, Diggins-Smith. There's the 3. It falls for her 7th bucket of the contest. She's 7 for 9 today.
She's having one of those days where if she takes it, she makes it.
Here's Diggins-Smith. Neko Gumake, a good look. Again, Seattle.
You have to respect the outside game from Agumake. She's not just a post player.
Pass to Hahn. And it's Seattle with the rebound. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Sheldon. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. And Harris gets it to go.
Her performance has been so important to them, as dependable as ever, guys.
Mrs. Incredible with it. He's picked up by Charles. Diggins-Smith's shot is off.
You don't want to give up that kind of look often.
They're very lucky they didn't get burned.
Harris can't hit. Here's Seattle. Diggins-Smith, defended by Sheldon. Miss Incredible can't get it to go. Here's Harris. The baseline jumper goes down.
Just really good awareness right there on the assist.
The Storm trail. And we're well into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played.
Clock's on their side here.
That's right. They can hold it for the last shot.
Harris. Yes! And the foul! That one on Diggins-Smith.
Heads up, aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller defender on her and took it straight to the bucket for the easy 2.
Shooting 1.
That's all you.
Seattle with the ball. And stolen by Charles. Harris. The shot's good on the assist by Tina Charles.
Well, she's been reliable again today. They need her points, and she's providing them.
Here's Mrs. Incredible. And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot 2. J.C. Sheldon picks it up.
For the Storm. Megan, number 26. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And that's good as she hits both shots. Harris with it. And a miss there off the inbound. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The Sun on top, up 5. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. The Sun with the lead. Out to the wing. Charles in the post, defended by Magdagor. Oh, and there's a one-hand jam!
And she can just soar, can't she, guys?
If she got up any higher on that finish, she would have had to check in with air traffic control. Wow!
Leaping ability like that is what makes her a special kind of talent at the point guard position.
Unstoppable offense for both teams. I love the pace of this game.
Yeah, the pace is only picking up the deeper we get into this game. This has absolutely been a fun one to watch.
Pass to miss is incredible. Stolen by Harris. It's stolen by Neko Gumake. To the wing on the left. The three is up. The rebound by Harris. And these guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assists.
When everybody's involved offensively, it's in a way helping you defensively too.
I know Diggins Smith is a student of the game because she's always learning more ways to pick apart defenses.
And here's Mrs. Incredible. Out to Agumake. Three-pointer. Hits the three-point bomb.
She's such a clutch shooter. I mean, she just lives for the big shot.
Pass to Ball Queen. Harris. Sheldon outside. Fires the three. Sinks the three-pointer.
A bounce-back three, and they're back in the lead immediately.
The crowd had started to get nervous, but now they're just fired up. An incredible ball game down the stretch here.
Sounds like you're fired up, Brian. I'm fired up too.
Nailed from three-point land.
Mentally strong in the game's biggest moments. You know, that's why coaches have so much trust in Agumake.
Now here's Sheldon. Pass to Harris. Now Charles. Harris. Fades. Good work there as it goes. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. It's stolen by Honshu. Now here's Harris. D right on her. Ball clean. Nails the triple.
She found the perfect spot behind the arc there. A big gap in the D.
Left side, Diggins Smith. This is incredible. A quick shot there, and it's off target. And they go to the intentional foul.
First team foul.
And so here's Connecticut. Down low. She makes her 10th basket of the night from the field. She has missed on 3 this game.
Well, they've built this lead through plays exactly like that. She's easily been the most consistent performer.
No question about that. I mean, she's just hitting everything in sight.
And again, it's the Storm missing. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second team foul.
And no good as the first free throw misses for her. We'll see if she can nail the second. And no good on the second free throw. She goes 0 of 2. Now a timeout called by Seattle.
They still got a little time to play with, so a 3 and a quick foul could make things interesting.
Yeah, it could, but they're going to need some help any way you cut it, Tim. They'll be hoping for some missed free throws at the other end.
But hey, we've seen some crazy things happen. They come out of halftime smoking hot from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and as hot as they are from out there, there's absolutely no reason not to just keep letting them fly.
I agree, Brian. They should all have the green light. Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those seconds away.
Nope, and you've got to foul. It's going to come down to free throws.
Pressure situation.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
Not at all what she had in mind when she stepped to the line. She could have put it away.
Nails it!
Way to work the ball in close to the hoop.
And Connecticut has possession. They lead by 1.
Seattle calls timeout.
Well, they'll need a very quick bucket out of this timeout.
And even if they get it and then get a quick foul, there still might not be enough time.
Here's misses incredible. No good on the quick 3. So it's a narrow victory for the Sun, but pulling it out for the W. This one was up for grabs right until the dying seconds.
And you know, I think what stood out was they showed their character when it mattered, doing what had to be done to send these fans home happy.
So that's going to do it for this one, folks.
The sun shined bright in this game, and it resulted in a big win. Delina's 22 points and 9 assists put her close to a double-double. Rachel added 12, and Tina Charles got 11 points and 7 assists. On the losing team, Megan had 18, but was just 6 of 14 from the field. An off night for her, and as a result, they lose their throne after a 2-game win streak. Lee had 15, NECA had 11 and 6 boards, and we go on to Indiana, where the Fever have been waiting to play. Let's go after these highlights are finished.
With Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz, I'm Blake Suniga, and we're thrilled to have you with us.
Our starting lineups, a look at the matchups here, and who we'll see for our starting 5 for both teams. Tip-off goes to Connecticut.
Sheldon outside.
Over Mitchell.
Sheldon gets the bucket. And coaching so difficult in this league. What do you think is an underrated skill for head coaches?
Motivation. I mean, there are so many games. Travel is difficult. So having your team at close to 100% is big, making sure they're locked in.
And I think it's rotations and fitting the pieces together. You want to find out what the best combinations are because it's about more than just throwing talent out there.
Out of bounds, it'll be Sun ball.
On the wing, J.C. Sheldon.
Over Mitchell. The Fever pull it in. Stolen by Harris. Tipped away.
And that one's good. On.
Blessed with incredible height, born to dominate around the basket.
Here's the three. Bangs home the trifecta.
It's so hard to contain her. I mean, she just gets it done however she has to do it.
Here's Balkwood. Oh, that's dirty!
The rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground.
And the ground is shaking.
Yeah, that's Showtime stuff. Just major highlight reel material.
Pass to Boston.
Clark. To the right side. Shoots the three. And the Fever hit again from deep.
When you've got somebody that open on the perimeter, the kick out is the only choice.
And here's Connecticut.
Now here's Ball Queen. Sheldon outside.
Launches it.
It's hauled in by Aaliyah Boston.
And we're about 2 minutes into the first quarter. To the middle.
Takes it out to Clark.
To the left wing. Mitchell outside.
Good, and it's Aaliyah Boston who picks up the assist.
It's important that Mitchell keeps hitting from deep because that's going to help open up the offense.
And the dunk by J.C. Sheldon.
Not an easy player to stop when she's got the rim in her sights.
Never has been, never will be. She's a determined finisher.
And she goes with the one-hand tomahawk slam. Nice choice.
Now here's Hahn. Sheldon with it, and guarded by Cunningham.
Here's Hahn. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
The long arms of Han Shu coming in handy there.
Pass to Harris.
Hahn, she's covered by Cunningham.
Here's Ball Queen. Lays it up and in despite the excellent defense.
Tina Charles.
Clark outside. No good on the last second attempt there. So at the end of one quarter of play, still a close game. Sun ahead, they lead by 1. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter 2. And it's been a tight one here as the second quarter getting going. And guys, what's your take on the Sun so far?
There hasn't been a lot of settling for outside shots really early on.
Yeah, they've done a good job to work it low and not take the easy way out on offense. No shortcuts.
Pound it low.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And first trip to the free throw line for her in this one.
Caitlin Clark. 2 shots.
And she makes the first. And so she makes both from the line. The Sun trailing. Here's Ball Queen. Oh, and she misses the dunk. Nice pass, led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Crisp pass into the paint.
And Connecticut has possession. It drops for her third basket. She's only missed one shot.
She was one step ahead of the D in making that pass. Nice assist.
And another basket for Indiana.
Good ball movement. She put that pass in the ideal spot, and I can guarantee you her teammate appreciated it.
Pass to Hahn.
Banked in off the glass.
And just a huge hole in the defense, and she didn't waste any time going through it.
To the left side wing. Lets the three fly. Cans it from downtown.
Fed her teammate off the bounce there. That was a nice play.
To the inside. Here's Ball Queen.
That's in, coming off an assist from Han Shu.
Putting her incredible height to good use. Zhu looks over the defense and distributes accordingly.
The Fever with the lead. Beyond the arc. And the Fever hit again from deep.
Well, I think she owes the three-pointer dinner. It's been her best friend today, no question.
Well, it has been today anyway. I mean, look, most of her points have been courtesy of the deep ball.
The rapid-fire threes coming from everywhere.
I wasn't sure they should try to get the three right back like that, but hey, it worked out for them.
Boston with the bucket.
Check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates on the same page.
Pass to Hahn.
The three. And another three for Connecticut.
The big setter, Shu, with the quick trigger.
Cunningham up top.
Guarded by Charles.
Here's Boston.
Misses the layup. She had her with that pump fake, but couldn't make her pay. To the wing, right side. Here's Harris.
Here's Hahn.
And there's another one for the Sun.
The lead changes hands once more. There have been no separation between these teams tonight.
Yeah, and it's made for one heck of an entertaining game, even when it hasn't been the best basketball.
Yeah, at least it's been close.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Down low.
Here's Hahn.
And the dunk by Han Shu.
What a night for Han Shu. You simply cannot simulate her size and skill in practice or shoot around. An impossible matchup.
And good that time.
Superb assist. She was crafty, creative, and the ultimate teammate on that play.
Hahn.
And the dunk by Han Shu.
She's an automatic finisher when she gets into that area.
And she picks the simple one-handed jam to get the 2 points.
Keep it simple indeed, and those could be an important 2 points, guys, in a close game like we have here.
Sharp steal and the run out. It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
We've been waiting for one of these teams to pull away. Maybe that will be a springboard for them.
Maybe it'll inspire them.
I think it could inspire them. I mean, a dunk like that, coming off a great defensive play, has to build them some momentum.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The Sun on top, up by 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And now the start of the second half, neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
And we've seen Hahn really having a great game.
She went absolutely off those first 2 quarters, guys, and she's capable of doing that each night she hits the floor. We might see some changes here in the defensive approach they use as we hit the second half.
Well, they've got to make some sort of change, right? I mean, they can't let her continue to torch them like she has been.
Hits it from 3-point range.
When Charles is hitting threes, she's basically unguardable, and it gives her team some unique spacing.
Pass to Ball Queen. Sheldon right side. Hahn back to Sheldon.
with authority.
Quick hand to the steal, and Matt hops in the slam.
Great sequence for them, defensively and offensively.
And good defense leads to easy baskets.
Yeah, Tim, you hit it right on the head. One usually leads to the other, and that's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball.
Here's Clark, and that one's good.
That is exactly why you don't leave your feet until the shooter elevates. She went for that pump fake. Hook, line, and sinker. That's not who I expected to corral that rebound.
Mitchell. Pass to Clark. The tray. Oh, yes, she did. 5 up, 5 down for her so far.
Well, Kelsey Mitchell sometimes has that shoot-first mindset, but she's also always willing to make the next pass.
And again, no good by Connecticut. Indiana trailing.
Outside Cunningham.
Pass to Clark. It's blocked. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. And the basket by Ball Queen.
She's been able to find her open teammate every trip down the floor.
I mean, it sure has seemed like it, right? I mean, great day passing the rock for her.
Mitchell with it.
Guarded now by Sheldon.
Not watching the line there, and that'll be a backcourt violation. And so here's Connecticut. It's a three-point game. Outside Charles. Ball Queen. Inside. Here's Hahn.
That one's good, and it's J.C. Sheldon with the dime.
She is feeling it, shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Poked away. And it's out of bounds to the Fever as Indiana retains possession. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And here the Sun, leading by 5. Charles, good.
I like the energy here in the third, trying to take control of this game.
Absolutely, and this is the time to do it. A critical point in the ball game right here.
Yeah, set yourself up for that final frame.
Pass to Harris. Three-pointer. And Tina Charles gets the 3.
Good work to tack some more points onto this lead.
Some more possessions just like that, and they'll do more than sustain the lead. They'll start to pull away.
Have to just be a little bit more aggressive and consistent offensively. That's what has to happen if they're going to turn this one around. She has to take charge. She's been a little hesitant to pull the trigger. I don't know why.
Snatched away. Up in time. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. And as we end a third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. The Sun on top, leading by 8. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports.
Come on, fans. It's the
Hello, and thanks for joining us again. The fourth quarter of play should begin in moments. Here's Harris. To the paint.
Pass to Hahn.
And here's Harris. That's in, coming off an assist from Han Shu.
Well, she shot the ball well, but she hasn't shot it enough. The more shots she gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
You know, she's done a ton to help this team, but if they're going to come back, she needs to do even more.
Got that one up quick.
Well, they've built this lead through plays exactly like that. She's easily been the most consistent performer.
No question about that. I mean, she's just hitting everything in sight.
Harris.
She's covered by Cunningham.
Kept alive.
And stolen by Cunningham.
1 minute in now to the fourth quarter. Gets it to go from downtown.
can pretty much get any shot she wants out there. That speaks to Cunningham's offensive creativity.
There's the three. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's an 86% accuracy mark.
On the wing, J.C. Sheldon.
Takes the 3.
Here's Hahn. And she drops in the layup off glass.
She was the first one to react to that miss. I mean, that's just a hustle play on the putback.
Here's Cunningham. Buries it from 3-point range.
Well, Cunningham is a taller guard, which makes her a tough cover for most other guards in the league.
And the foul on Harris.
That's foul number 2 for her.
Great defense, anticipated the play, and got there first.
And coaches love players that are just not afraid to put their bodies on the line and take a shot from the team.
Caitlin Clark penetrating. On the wing, Kelsey Mitchell.
Back to Clark. 3-pointer. Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
She's so clutch. She saves her best when the pressure is at its highest.
The Sun with the lead. To the inside. It's stolen by Kelsey Mitchell. Here's Cunningham. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
And stolen by Boston.
Stolen by Harris. The 19-foot shot. Count it!
What a display of offense we've seen today, and it's only getting better.
And it's only getting better as both these defenses are showing signs of wearing down.
Yeah, the defensive effort has not been good of late.
It's good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Since the start of the 4th, Brian, that 3-point shot has really been there for them.
Yeah, doing an excellent job, Tim, of finding the open teammate on the perimeter this quarter. The 3-pointer is a major weapon for them right now.
The 3 is up. Money! And that shot brings them within just 1.
What an important shot right there, guys. She's producing from deep all game long.
And they need her production now more than ever. I mean, clutch 3-point shooting is going to be critical here late.
It's stolen by Hahn. Releases. Harris can't hit.
Great look. Disappointing miss.
What happened there? I mean, that shot's almost as good as automatic.
I don't know.
And that's some big-time stuff from Kelsey Mitchell. You know she loves being the one at the end, taking those huge shots.
And they foul intentionally, and they're going to have to do it again. They're not in the penalty yet.
That's right. No other option but to foul and, just hope for some misses.
Yep, they have to extend the game and use every last second on that clock.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Second team foul.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up 2. And she hits both free throws. And it's a 3-point game.
That last free throw was critical. Their only choice now is to go for the 3 to tie.
Here's Harris. He's off from 3. And now they foul and stop the clock.
First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for Indiana.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so she drops them both. And it's a 5-point game.
Now that's how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
Timeout called, the Sun.
Yeah, we're watching the huddle. I think the coach is telling them to take easy points in a hurry, then foul as soon as possible.
Yeah, and you shouldn't just foul blindly, though. Go for the steal with all they've got before that.
Yeah, you could go for the steal for a second or two, then foul.
Here's Ball Queen. It's money from deep.
Perfect screen there. Set her up with a terrific look.
Yeah, but that's a bad job by the defender to not fight through that screen to contest.
You want to see more effort there.
Time expires, and we're going to overtime, baby! And we'll be back right after this. And what great competition we are seeing tonight. After 4 quarters, a stalemate. And we will now see how these next few minutes of basketball pans out. Here we go. Now here's Harris. She's covered by Clark. Fires the 3. It doesn't go for her. Stolen by Harris.
Pass to Sheldon.
Ball queen. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense.
At the line for the away team, Harris. 1 shot.
And so she hits the technical free throw.
She's the player you want at the charity stripe in that situation. I got no doubt about that.
Beaver on D. Out to Charles.
Let's go with a 3.
Aaliyah Boston grabs the miss.
Indiana trailing.
Cunningham with it.
Back to Mitchell.
Kicks it out to Boston.
6 to shoot.
Cunningham.
Defended by Ball Queen. The second chance effort. The bucket is good, and she'll have a chance for one more.
Anshu picks up a foul.
Yeah, those and ones can be really critical moments in a tight game like this one.
And here are the Sun.
Trailing by 2.
On the wing, J.C. Sheldon.
Harris.
Pass to Hahn.
Yes!
Don't underestimate Charles's playmaking ability. She's capable of making some advanced passes.
Here's Clark. 3 on 3. It's intercepted. And it's the Fever on the break. Stolen by Tina Charles. And here comes the break. Pass to Harris. Now Ball Queen. Nails it.
That's what I call pretty passive. Timely recognition as to where the open teammate was.
2-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Outside Cunningham.
Uncovered. Rebounded by the Sun. And they commit the intentional foul, and we'll see another one of those so that they can get into the penalty. And she commits the intentional foul.
Clark. First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the away team.
She hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. The second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 4-point ball game.
That was a critical trip to the stripe. They have a 2-possession lead now.
Clark. It's in! And she has brought them within 2 points.
That's a heads-up play right there, guys. Not just on the assist, but also on the finish.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
Good on the first. And that makes it a 3-point lead.
2 shots.
And so both free throws good this time. And it's a 4-point ball game. Time called here. The Fever decide to talk it over.
Time is the big factor here. You need to get the points fast and then foul.
Yeah, Tim, and it has to be a quick foul. Every second is critical at this stage.
Yeah, they cannot waste any time if they want to come back.
Now off the inbound. It's good.
Couldn't run the inbounds play any better than that.
Here's Harris. And an intentional foul there. Stops the clock.
Second personal foul. Fourth team foul. At the line for the away team.
He gets the first. And that makes it a 3-point lead. So she gets them both. And it's a 4-point ball game.
Here's Clark. And stolen by Ball Queen.
And so they foul intentionally.
15 foul. At the line for the away team, Rachel.
And that hurts as she doesn't get the first one to fall. Really trying to focus now on the second. And she ends up making the second. And that puts them up 5.
Now a timeout called by Indiana.
This one is out of reach, and I really don't know what they're thinking with the timeout here.
Neither do I. I mean, maybe they're going over their plans for after the game.
And in the meantime, ruining our plans for after the game.
Here's Cunningham.
No good on the quick 3.
I mean, it would have been something to see her hit from all the way back there.
There aren't many players that can hit from out there, but she's definitely one of them.
So we get to see the Sun get the win here. They escape with the victory, although they needed a few extra minutes to get it.
And what a great game. Both teams giving it everything they had. But when it came to the overtime period, it was all about just sheer determination.
So that's going to do it for this one, folks.
Holy crap! The Sun win their second game in a row in overtime over the favored Indiana Fever at their house. Rachel Combs led all scorers with 27 points, Han added 23, and Delina Harris had a double-double. Nicely done. 10 points and 11 assists to go with 5 steals. She did a little bit of everything. Summer Silvas and Caitlin Clark led the Fever with a combined 43 points on 14 of 20 shooting from the field. Boston was filling the stat sheet, but Sophie Cunningham missed a shot too many in this one. Stick with the threes, Sophie. Nonetheless, she helped fuel the comeback from double figures in the fourth quarter with her hustle, which can't be overlooked. No wonder she's an enforcer that the Fever need in the real world, and I'm glad they got her. Well, Rachel is about to play against her own daughter. Yes, that's right. Kate Combs and the Dream are up next with a new player. You might remember her from Wii Sports. Stay tuned.
I'm Blake Suniga alongside Tim Swartz and Brian Benefatemi. And we're getting ready to bring you the action from Connecticut.
And now a quick check of our starting lineups showing us who will hit the floor first.
Well, this league is filled with athletes, we know that, but these two teams specifically, athleticism really stands out.
Yeah, running the floor, making hustle plays. This might be exhausting just for us to watch.
Yeah, it's gonna wear me out, but at least we get chances to catch our breath and don't have to run around out there. The conditioning of these players is going to be tested.
Don't underestimate Charles's playmaking ability. She's capable of making some advanced passes.
Out to the wing.
Now here's Buckets, defended by Sheldon. Buckets gets the bucket.
It's a pleasure to watch her work at that end of the floor.
And talking about the dream, they do one thing very well, that's get to the line.
Last year, they led the league in free throw makes and attempts. The Dream have athletic slashers and players that can get to the rim.
Nice timing on the feet by Zhu, moving the ball right as the defense shifts its focus on her.
The Dream on offense. Here's Dimes. On the money from 12 feet away.
Risky shot there. Size-wise, height-wise, she easily comes out on the wrong side of that one-on-one matchup.
Well, it was a nice, quick, high release, and that negated the height disadvantage she had there.
Shoots. Tries it from the top of the key. Ball Queen with the rebound.
Even though she missed it, she couldn't pass up that chance.
Yeah, they don't come much easier than that.
A clear look for Tina Charles.
That one's good, and it's J.C. Sheldon with the dime.
That is some dime dropping. Exquisite assist.
Reiner inside. On her. There's the three. Connects from three-point range.
Ooh, an unselfish play from an unselfish player. Reiner is a respected locker room figure.
Sheldon. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Three's going down quickly at both ends.
What an answer. You come at me with the three, I'm coming right back.
Everybody gets a three.
Terrific job defending the basket that time. It's not an easy task stopping her when she's headed to the rim. Of all the players you want to leave open out on the perimeter, she is the last person on the list.
Good on the shot.
Not afraid to play rough and rugged. Reiner shows the ability to power through contact.
Here's Sheldon. That doesn't go either for J.C. Sheldon.
Very close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not a great habit to get into, letting her get that wide open. Very clever passing. She put that ball on a silver platter for her.
And here's Connecticut. Pass to Ball Queen. There's the killer two-hand slam.
Nice pass. She got that ball right into her teammate's shooting pocket, and it yielded great results.
Here's Dimes. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim.
That's a heads-up play right there, guys. Not just on the assist, but also on the finish.
Here's Sheldon.
Got it! Yes! Yes! Unbelievable!
Some free points right there at the buzzer.
That was the definition of a prayer.
And it was answered.
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. The Sun on top, up by 3. And the second quarter is on the way when we return. And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter going. And guys, what's your take on the Sun so far?
They've made the most of their fast break chances here in the early going.
Yeah, tie your shoelaces because they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
No good from outside. Atlanta trailing here. Goes up on the baseline. Buckets, no good. Now here's Hahn. Defense is right there. Charles. And a slam dunk by Tina Charles.
With good mobility for a big, Charles is able to blow by defenders on the drive.
Pass to Buckets. Jones, guarded by Charles. Here's Dimes. Rebounded by the Sun. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Outside Charles.
Sheldon outside.
Lets the three fly.
Offensive board.
The tray. The cupboard is empty. Her 5th missed shot from the field. She's made 3. 13 feet out. Dimes. That's good.
Good ball movement. She put that pass in the ideal spot, and I can guarantee you her teammate appreciated it.
Sheldon covered by Buckets. And Sheldon gets the whistle that time.
That is her first foul of the game.
Way to get there first and absorb the contact.
Yeah, clearly no flop there. That was a direct shot to the chest.
Here's Buckets. 8 points for her. Jones. Pass to Buckets. Launches it. Drops in the tray. And that'll tie this game up.
What a find by Jones. Some high IQ basketball.
The Sun on offense. Takes the 3.
J.C. Sheldon nails the triple.
Gutsy shot to come right back at her with a 3 of her own. Great attitude.
Yeah, we know she is never afraid to trade shots with anyone. Superb assist. She was crafty, creative, and the ultimate teammate on that play.
Back to Charles. Stolen by Jones. It's stolen by Ball Queen. And the Sun pushing it up now. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
That's a big swing right there, taking the steal and turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
And there's no telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
Yeah.
In a game this tight, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as difference makers.
Second personal foul. At the line for the 3. Kate Collins. 1 shot.
And so here's Connecticut.
On the wing, J.C. Sheldon.
The three-pointer is on target.
Can they make some sort of defensive adjustment? Because guess what? She is killing them from 3-point range.
And even when they have closed out on her, she's still knocking them down. I mean, this is just an unbelievable performance we're seeing right now.
Harris, guarded by Dimes. Stolen by Brianna Jones. Here's Buckets. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Doesn't go for her. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break, and we'll see if one can pull away in the third. Buckets really making a difference here.
What I noticed more than anything about her first half offense was she didn't waste her opportunity. She made just about every good look she had.
And they were pretty much all good looks. I mean, her shot selection has been phenomenal throughout the game.
And the Dream, another three.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Just trading punches from long range.
It's been a heavyweight fight.
Sheldon gets the bucket.
That assist got a little nod from her teammate after the bucket.
Buckets with it. 20 points for her. And down it goes, jamming it home.
Some hang time on the rim puts a cherry on the top of that slam.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength can really get a team rolling.
Yeah, look at the bench, just going crazy.
Yeah, they're going crazy, and these displays of strength, Blake, that you alluded to, can really put the other team on its heels, but we'll see.
Now here's Dimes. Buckets, no good. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Harris.
That one's good, and it's J.C. Sheldon with the dime.
Fantastic pass. She made that a very easy bucket with the setup.
Three-pointer. Buckets, no good.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Lucky she was off.
I just hope that was a mistake by the D, because if that's how they plan to guard her, they're going to have serious problems.
The Sun leading. Here's Harris. Hits it from three-point range.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
Pass to Buckets. Fires for three. In for another field goal. A sublime 9 for 14 on the night.
She's having one of those days where if she takes it, she makes it.
Sheldon gets the bucket.
Her ball distribution has been outstanding.
Yeah, Tim, all you have to do is look at the numbers. Those assists do not lie.
And they keep piling up.
Buckets, defended by Sheldon.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Well, you want to get back into a ball game, knock down threes. Another three from her, getting them that much closer.
Well, she knows all about that. I mean, most of her points have come on the three-point shot today.
Now here's Dimes. 6 points for her. It's stolen by Dimes. Jones right side. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Oh, this is why you get Jones the Rock in close. Terrific at converting.
Deflected. Out of bounds. Sun ball as Connecticut keeps possession.
So close to picking that pass off.
Still a nice play, though, to make sure the pass didn't reach the target.
Pass to Sheldon.
Charles. And that one's good. On.
Blessed with incredible height. Born to dominate around the basket.
Now Griner. She's covered by Hahn. And the Sun pushing it up now. Here's Ball Queen. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tina Charles.
And their shooting percentage continues to climb in the second half.
Well, as a group, they've been in total sync since the break. Good team basketball, and it's resulted in high-quality shots.
Very good adjustments at the half.
She gets it up. She drains the three, but let's see. They may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of her hand in time.
The previous play is
The officials are going to look at the shot again and make sure they got it right before we go into the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and I'll be pretty honest. It looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. The ball was out of her hands in time. I think they'll...
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
I mean, we have a great look at it on the replay. The clock is still ticking when it left her fingertips.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Sun ahead, up by 11. And we welcome you back as we get going into the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. And so here's Atlanta. 11-point game. side, Howard. Drains it from beyond the arc.
I love Howard's decision-making offensively, especially off the catch right there.
Here's Sheldon. Here's Hahn. And she banks in the layup.
She's got a great read of where that miss was going, and that enabled her to be the first player to it and get the putback.
And she's good on the 3 ball.
Well, tired legs affect you at the defensive end first, and that's what's happening here.
You nailed it, and as much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
They've been able to depend on her offense all game, guys. She's just not wasting any chances, any shots she's had.
And if they want to make things even easier on themselves here late in the ball game, I got an idea. Just keep getting her the basketball.
There aren't many players more reliable from three-point range than she is, especially when the D's playing soft on her.
Pass to Buckets. Shoots the 3. Buries it from 3-point range.
They've been relying on her three-point shot all game, and she has not let them down.
Well, her shooting has put him in a position to win this game now, and with the clock winding down and the score where it is, her light isn't red or yellow. It's going to be green and stay green. The spin freed her up, but she just couldn't follow through with the shot.
Dimes, that's good.
She's such a clutch shooter. She lives for the big shot, and when she's rolling like this, look out.
On the wing, Jason Sheldon. Ball queen. Fires from deep. Sheldon misses.
You can't let your ego run on offense, and you could see she really wanted to answer that made 3 with a 3 of her own.
From the arc. A rebound by Ryan Howard. Stolen by Harris. Pass to ball queen. Sheldon with it. Offensive rebound. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time, and offensive glass getting it done.
That rebound and the follow, it shows you what she's all about. Gritty, determined, and a soft touch to match.
Now Buckets. Count it!
Well, that's just some guts to take it to the bucket strong, despite the big defender standing in the way.
And here's Connecticut. Pass to ball queen. Takes the 3. It's stolen by Howard. Now here's Buckets. And that misses. That would have put them up. And this possession could decide their fate.
Please, 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 right here, most importantly, be careful with the ball. Great pass by Han Shu. With her height, Han has an unobstructed view of the floor. Well, they need every bucket they can get here.
They're still alive, but they better execute every trip down the floor or their chances aren't looking too good.
And they commit the intentional foul, and we'll see another one of those so that they can get into the penalty. It's stolen by Dimes.
Well, that passing lane wasn't open for long. She closed it down in a heartbeat to get the steal.
Buries it! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
That's some good awareness from Howard right there. She is excellent at getting the ball to her open teammates.
Oh, that certainly could be costly. In a close one, those kinds of mistakes can really give the other team momentum.
Out to the wing. Here's Buckets. Some room here for Brittany Griner. Count it!
Nice kick out after the D. It collapsed on her.
Now a timeout called by Connecticut.
No need to rush there. Still plenty of time for them to get off a good shot.
You nailed it, Tim. And I'd say that whatever their favorite play is, now's the time to run it.
Yeah, Brian. Just run the play your team's most comfortable with coming back.
Now ball queen. Tina Charles for 3. Oh, the all or nothing 3-0 shot attempt falls offline. So a close game sees Atlanta taking this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And that's a wrap, everyone.
Kate's 38-point explosion with a few posterizations to the Sun and Isla Mae Wiltrout's double-double in her very first game in 2K add up to a 61-60 win over the Sun. Delina and Rachel were very quiet as JC Sheldon went bonkers for 30 points and 8 threes made for the Sun. I am personally shocked she led the team in scoring, and for them to only lose by a point, that tells you anybody can catch fire, and apparently JC was the one that did. Well, this triple header is over. Atlanta will play against Phoenix, the same team that knocked them out of the throne the first time around. Now with Isla Mae, they feel they can exact revenge. Will they? Well, we'll have to wait and see. This is Paige, and I'm glad to be in Dallas. See you later.